It's freaking Swiftwind. Holy crap, everybody. I can't believe it. Master Universe is just killing it in 2025. And of course, the Princess of Power herself turned 40 this year. As a matter of fact, today, something really exciting came across my feed. That's right, everybody. Thanks to our good friends over at Candel Studios, Swiftwind. That's right, Swiftwind from the Princess of Power Filmation Edition has been made. I can't freaking believe this. We've been waiting on a Swiftwind for Master Universe Origins Princess of Power for freaking ever. I mean, literally, ever since Battle Cat came out, Panther came out, and now Cringer's come out. Where the heck is freaking Swiftwind? Where is he? Well, you know what? Today, Candel Studios made that happen. And I want to take a deep dive and see exactly what was announced on Candel Studios' Instagram page, because this one literally blew my mind. Let's have a look, guys. Guys, just a quick reminder that I will be at Toylanta March 28th to the 30th in Duluth, Georgia. This is going to be an amazing event, and you can see all these wonderful guests, toy tubers, and a ton of toy manufacturers are going to be there. This is going to be an amazing weekend, and of course, I'm actually hosting a couple panels. I'll have more on this at the end of the episode, but I also did want to share that our good friends over at Toy Stalker are also going to be at Miami Collecticon in Fort Lauderdale. They're going to be there with a ton of amazing action figures from Ramen Toy, Mondo, Mythic Legions, NECA, and of course, Action Force. And don't forget, they also have con crates, and they're going to be freaking awesome. I'll talk a little bit more about this at the end of the episode, but you can definitely pick up a con crate. But of course, you can pick them up directly at toystalker.com. They have all the flip art action features available right now in stock. We'll talk a little bit more about these two conventions later in the episode. Well, guys, our friends over at Candel Studios, Mikkel, has done it again. I can't freaking believe this, guys. This is absolutely nuts. Heading over to his Instagram page and scrolling down from the top, of course, we see the Eternals playset, which I took a look at not too long ago. This thing absolutely blew my mind, and today, Mikkel has once again done it. He has absolutely blew my mind to pieces. That's right, everybody. She-Ra has her trusty steed Swiftwind back for the 40th anniversary. Holy crap, this is absolutely insane. And I want to take a deep dive and see exactly what Candel Studios was up to with this brand new version of Swiftwind for the Master Universe Origins Collection, Princess of Power. Let's have a look, guys. There she is, She-Ra, atop her trusty steed. I think this is absolutely bonkers, everybody. Mikkel, congratulations, my friend. This is absolutely nuts. Look at him. Look at She-Ra. This is what we're missing in the collection. My God, this is so great. Let's take a closer look at this, everybody. Oh, the Sword of Power lifted aloft. Mikkel has outdone himself here. Look at the wonderful paint job he's given this horse. We got to do a little bit more deep diving to figure out how he put this together, but the colors are absolutely on point. They look so good. I love the white nature of this stallion. The red hair, collar is perfect. His mask is so well done with that single unicorn horn. The wings are just fabulous. Oh my gosh, look at those bright colors. Looking like he just trotted off the cartoon screen. And then, of course, there is the hooves and the rest of the body. Even the stirrups and the saddle are so accurate. I'm just absolutely enthralled with the way this thing looks. Freaking incredible. Here we see another angle of Swiftwind, and I gotta tell you, this is just bonkers. How is it that Mattel has not actually brought this horse out yet? I just don't know what's going on. They keep releasing She-Ra figures, which is great, but we haven't seen Swiftwind at all. I'm trying to figure out which version of a horse this is. I've never seen this particular style. Maybe it's the colors that are throwing me off. I don't know. I'm not really too sure. But the articulation looks good. So that's about 12 points of articulation right there. I'm pretty sure the tail probably articulates a little bit. I'm guessing right now. I would imagine that the horse neck might articulate, but it doesn't look like it. So maybe that's stationary. So I guess all in all, we're looking at around 13 points of articulation if my math is correct, which is often not. But yeah, this is actually a really cool horse. You probably make him stand on his hind legs, do a kick. That's really neat. And the wings. Oh my God. I will have to say this though, Mikkel. I think the wings are a bit small. I think the wings are just a bit small. But just as a visual cue, I think they're perfect. They look so good just standing in this stationary position. Obviously, he's not going to be flapping them out or extending them past what they're supposed to be. But if you just want something to have a presence on your shelf, I don't think you could do any worse than this. This looks freaking amazing. Oh my God. Here we have a front angle of Swiftwind, and I'm super impressed by this. It is just a one position head. That's okay though. I really do like the way it looks, and I think it really does befit the character himself. You literally can see this and almost think to yourself, Swifty's about to talk to me. And of course, the legs themselves do articulate, as we can see here. That's freaking awesome. The saddle, which is a little bit harder to see, is reminiscent of something. I'm not really sure what it is or where I recognize it from, but I believe it does come with the horse, if I'm not mistaken. And it's been repainted to look more like She-Ra's saddle, which is freaking incredible. There she is, the Princess of Power, riding on her trusty steed. This really is a dream come true for all Master Universe Princess of Power fans. They do look gorgeous together, and I can't wait until Mattel finally brings one of these out. And this gives you an idea of scale, as this is the platform which comes with Stridor. As you can see, the small bits of the pen on the side and the green bricks at the bottom. So this is actually a pretty substantially sized horse. He's at least close to the size of Stridor, and whichever company made this, it is actually a very, very well-made figure. You can tell just by the way it looks. Heading back to Mikel and taking a look at his post. In Spanish, apparently, according to Google Translate, he says that while Mattel decides to release its official version, here we settle for this Swift and custom for She-Ra Origins cartoon collection. Settle my butt. This is absolutely incredible. Congratulations, Mikel. This is amazing. And if we actually scroll down further, TXEWE asks, very good job. Where does the base horse come from? And according to Candel Studios, the base of the horse comes with the Lord of the Rings from Toy Biz. Oh my gosh, no wonder it looks so good. And the wings themselves come from the April O'Neil from the Turtles of Grayskull. Wow, that's crazy. So guys, if you want to build this version of Swiftwind for your very own, you will need to track down one of these Toy Biz Lord of the Rings Return of the King horses. This one from Legolas looks very familiar, as well as this one, Brago, with Aragorn. And taking a quick look on eBay, the prices do vary from $124.99 for Legolas's horse and a much more affordable $79.96 for the deluxe horse and rider set of the Ring Wraiths, which are of course very different sculpts for this particular horse, so it might not match the style. Your best bet would probably be Brago at $54.95, probably the cheapest I've been able to find of all three. But do some hunting, guys. There could be loose editions which can be found for cheaper, and check your local toy conventions and toy stores. You never know. You might be finding a gem in the wild to be able to make into your very own Swiftwind figure. Guys, Mikel over at Candel Studios has done it again. He's created a masterpiece figure out of this incredible mashup of the Lord of the Rings from Toy Biz horse, as well as utilizing the wings of April O'Neil from the Turtles of Grayskull. Guys, please head over to Mikel over at Candel Studios. Check out his work. He's doing some amazing customization figures and playsets. Give him a like and a follow. Tell him that Jay sent you. The fans are doing it better. Congratulations to Mikel over at Candel Studios. My friend, this is a masterpiece. And don't forget, guys, over at Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Collecticon 2025 is happening this weekend, March 29th to the 30th, and our good friends over at Toy Stalker will be there. They'll have so many great action figures on display, as well as concretes for the Champions of Neferity. That's right, guys. You'll be able to pick up a concrete filled with some amazing stuff, including the Champions of Neferity in Frank We Trust, Flipper Coin, 3 prints by the Mad Hatter himself, along with the colors by Jonathan over at Nostalgia Unboxed, Flipor Sketch, Flipor in full color, and Flaker, all signed by the Mad Hatter himself, and the Catch-A Pins. These are all limited in number, as we did not make that many at all. So get all these collectibles while you can, only available at ToyStalker.com, as well as in person at Collecticon 2025. And of course, I will be at Toylanta 2025. They have an amazing number of guests, including Paige Turco, who played the second April O'Neil in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie franchise. She's going to be there along with her fellow co-star Ernie Reyes Jr., who played Kino in the movie, as long as being one of the actual Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fight choreographers playing Donatello in the first film. He of course was also a surf ninja, and who can forget sidekicks? He's going to be awesome. If you're into Power Rangers, they also are featuring Steve Cardenas, the Red Ranger and the Blue Ranger in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Sergeant Slaughter is also going to be there. There are also going to be a ton of toy tubers there, including the great Shartimus Prime. He'll be there all weekend. And specifically for the PowerCon portion of the Toylanta event, Power Up Toylanta, you can meet director Daniel Benedict, who I've been talking about a lot lately. He directed The Fall of Grayskull, one of the best, if not the best, Master Universe fan film, and they will be having a screening of this film during Toylanta, a special director's cut. Daniel will also be there promoting the second film that he's trying to get off the ground, The Fall of Grayskull 2. He's having a relaunch, as the first one did not actually meet its funding goal, but we're going to get there this time, guys. Definitely have to check out this first film and the trailer for the second film. film. It is absolutely epic. You can meet Daniel Benedict at Power Up Toylanta and ask him about how the film is going and what he plans, as I truly believe this is the film to bank on in 2025. Writer Joshua Skye, who's pretty much creating the lore for Master Universe, is going to be there as a special guest. As a matter of fact, I did an entire live stream the other day with Joshua talking about his involvement with Master Universe, how that all came about, and of course, talking about his involvement with Heavy Metal series that is just about to ship out to backers. Definitely meet Joshua Skye and ask him all about the Master Universe lore and what he plans for the future. And speaking about more toy tubers, that's right, Robo Don't Know is going to be there with all of his amazing inside baseball toy knowledge. You can meet Robo in person at Power Up Toylanta. The great Pixel Dan, the OG toy collector, definitely visit Dan's booth and pick up a copy of his book, The Toys of He-Man and the Master Universe. You know you have to pick that one up. And somebody definitely made a mistake. They invited me as a guest. I will be there all weekend with my good friend Danny Green of Danny Green Collects. We are indeed going to have Flipor at the convention, maybe even a few exclusives, including some concrates, which will only be available at the event. And I'll be showing off some comic books that I've worked on, as well as premiering a brand new project that Danny and I are working on. You have to check us out at the event. We will be there with our good friends Carlos and JP of Thundercats Classics and the Badass Reviews. They are going to be kicking off their convention tour with Toylanta, showcasing From the Realm, a new line of action figures which they're planning on launching. You guys can check out the brand new figures live and in person and talk to the creators themselves, JP and Carlos. This is going to be absolutely amazing. Tickets are going fast, everybody. You can head over to toylanta.net/tickets and pick up your badges for the event. The VIP badges are almost sold out, and they feature the brand new exclusive ATL 25 action figure from the Four Horsemen. This exclusive edition of this figure will only be available at Toylanta with limited quantities during the event, and the only way to secure this figure 100% is to pick up the VIP ticket badges, which are already available online, but these are running out fast. So definitely pick these up, as you don't want to miss out on the ATL 25 exclusive figure, only available at Toylanta. Be sure to pick up your tickets before they run out, and we'll see you there. Guys, what do I always say? The fans are doing it better in many cases. This is just an absolute win for customizers. Congratulations, Mikkel. This is a winner. I am absolutely in love with this. I wish you were taking orders at this point, but unfortunately, this is based off of apparently the Lord of the Rings from Toy Biz horses, and there aren't that many of those to go around, I don't think. You can probably find them on eBay, and we found a couple today, but they are not cheap. They're kind of pricey still. I think the lowest one was Brago, and he was like $59, and it goes all the way up to $130 for Legolas and his horse. That's just kind of nuts. I wish that they would actually sell the horses by themselves. I think that would be very cool. And to be able to mash that up with the wings of April O'Neil, chef's kiss. Oh my God. Thank you, Mikkel, for showing this to us, and of course, showing us the roadmap on how you can make your very own Swiftwind from the Princess of Power. Guys, let me know in the comment section below, are you as blown away as I am by this amazing work by our good friend Mikkel over at Candel Studios? Are you hoping and dreaming that Mattel will finally release a Swiftwind for the 40th anniversary of She-Ra coming up very, very soon? Or are you actually okay with the fact that you don't have a Swiftwind, as you're running out of space for all these action figures and you sort of need to make sacrifices here and there, and you would rather see the original pink version of Swiftwind being released at some point? Let me know those comments in the comment section below, guys. Toy news continues in 2024, and I gotta tell you guys, things are just rocking. I did a complete review of the new Maximum Spider-Man from Hasbro, and I gotta tell you, it has been a polarizing situation. People are happy that this is released, people are not happy that this is released, and you can take a look at that video right here. I will see you guys there. Hope you're all doing well, staying safe, and as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching For the Honor of Grayskull. Good journey, everybody. Be proud.